Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. So I wasn't planning on doing another video, but I was at work today, and I never look at my cell phone when I'm at work, except I get a half-hour lunch. It's 1:56 today, and I get a instant message from one of my viewers, but he's a special viewer. I'm going to talk to you about him. And he sends me a message that says, I thought of you about Keith Richards, and I recommend, how about doing a podcast, he calls it a podcast, on your top 10 or 15 Keith Richards Rolling Stones riffs. And I'm like, God damn, that's a really good idea, Bruce. I said, yeah, I'm going to get home from work, I'm going to eat in 2 minutes, and I'm going to do it. And that's part of my channel, and I hope it's part of my appeal for my viewers, because you know I'm real. I'm not going on Wikipedia. It's all up here. It's all in my collection. And I just, in minutes, 15, well, I actually got 18 popped into my head, did a little ranking. So let's rank the best 15 of my favorite Rolling Stones riffs. Now, chances are most of these, if not all, are Keith Richards riffs, although, you know, you'll see two of them, well, maybe more than two are debatable, because Jagger doesn't totally get the credit he deserves sometimes. Anyway, so who's this guy Bruce? I'm not going to give you his name. Bruce was my high school teacher. He taught science at my school, and I had him for one class, and we became friendly. He was a musician. And one year, now bear with me, don't tune off. This is a cool story. One year, they decided, him and his teacher friends who were musicians, they're going to play a concert at the school auditorium. Holds, 500, 600 people or whatever. And they couldn't get a drummer, or the drummer backed out. So he comes to me literally like a couple of days before the show and says, hey, Alan, I know you're a drummer, but I never heard you play. You want to sit in and play the drums? And I'm like, you know what, Bruce? Why not? I literally showed up for the show, had no idea the songs we were going to play, and gave me, I don't even know if they gave me a piece of paper. They just started playing this stuff or calling out the songs. Some of the songs I didn't even know. And wound up playing like an hour plus set of all these songs with the teacher's band, we called it. And if you don't believe that story, I actually got some pictures. So this is from my archives. That's me on the drums. Now, I'm not showing you pictures of the teachers because I want to kind of keep their anonymity. But that's me playing the drums with the teacher's band with no rehearsals, not even know what the songs were, and basically just trying to keep a steady beat without doing anything too complicated so I don't mess it up. It was a lot of fun. And that was Bruce, who sent me, we talk occasionally on the email and stuff like that. And he started watching my channel. We did a follow-up concert the following year. They had a regular drummer, but they called me out as a guest, if I remember right. There's a couple more pictures of me. So there you can see me playing the drums when I had long hair. And I was in a lot of bands, well, number of bar bands and stuff back in the day. So anyway, this is for you, Bruce. Thanks for this awesome suggestion, and I'll text you, let you know that I'm doing a video like I promised. All right, so let's do the top 15, 3 runners-up, because I can't come up with just 15. So, David, if you're watching, boy, I think we're sitting on a potential disaster. Number 18, the 3 runners-up. Boy, how am I going to do this? You can't play this stuff. It's such a bummer. I'll try to hum it to you. So, I love the opening of Goat's Head Soup, Dancing with Mr. D. Great guitar riff. Great opening riff of the opening song, Dancing with Mr. D. I would do that one. Let's go to 1978 for not one but 2 from some girls that would be runner-up. One is the last song, Shattered. Shadibi. That the whole song is that guitar riff and amazing lyrics from Mick Jagger. Shattered is a really fun track, and it's the whole thing is that guitar riff. And then you got to do Beast of Burden. A masterclass of that guitar weaving. Beautiful guitar riff on Beast of Burden. So those are the 3 runners-up. Let's go, and the ranking doesn't matter, does it? They're all amazing. right? So it's just naming them. Number 15, I would go way back in time from Aftermath, and it's Painted Black, which especially is amazing when you see the band live, because when they open it up, and you know the opening of Painted Black. Painted Black, the opening track from the U.S. version of Aftermath. I would put that at number 15, because when you see them live, Keith comes out, just plays those opening notes, tears the house down. 1969, we got to go to Let It Bleed, and one of my favorite Deep Stones tracks is, it's got that piano, I'm a flea-bit peanut monkey. We got to go with Monkey Man. What an amazing guitar riff through that whole song. Great guitar solo, too. Never understood why they don't play that often live, and they finally put that out on the Voodoo Lounge tour. It was awesome. There's going to be a bunch from my choice as the greatest album of all time, and that's Sticky Fingers. And I got at number 13, the second song. I don't even think Keith is on this, apparently. I think it's just Mick and the two Micks, Mick and Mick Taylor. The second track after Brown Sugar. It's just that demon. Life has got you in its way. Sway from Sticky Fingers at number 13. And while we're at it, number 12, the opening track on side 2. It's a bitch at number 12. Both from Sticky Fingers. Let's keep going at number 11. Probably the ultimate Keith track from Exile on Main Street. I need a love to keep me happy. What a great opening guitar riff on that. Unfortunately, Keith sometimes messes it up these days, but it's not an easy opening guitar riff. Great track, classic. Keith Richards on vocals. Happy at number 11. At number 10, we're going to stick with Exile on Main Street with the opening song, Rocks Off. We're talking about Rocks Off. Oh my God. What a great opener from Exile on Main Street. At number 9, you got to go with the live version. We're talking Get Your Yayas Out. Nothing comes close to the live version of Midnight Rambler. Some people say the definitive Rolling Stones song, in the sense that there's no other band in the world that could have came up with that thing, and it's true. And talking about the Midnight Rambler. We're talking number 9. Midnight Rambler from Get Your Yayas Out. Number 8, the opening of Let It Bleed. Used to be my choice for the greatest song of all time. Probably still would be. We're talking Gimme Shelter. Everybody knows the opening of that. Oh, children. You know, the opening of Gimme Shelter. Doesn't get any better than that at number 8. Gimme Shelter. Number 7, let's go back to Exile on Main Street. A song that I always say is one of the definitive Rolling Stones tracks for sure. And that's going to be Tumbling Die. I mean, it is like the definitive song, great opening riff, and no song defines, I think, that push and pull. It's like gonna fall apart, but it doesn't fall apart. Tumbling Dice at number 7. At number 6 was originally released just as a single. That was a number 1 hit. Honky Tonk Women. What a great open. It's just Keith playing the open. I don't even think he frets it. It's just an open. You tell me the chord. I'm not even sure. But Honky Tonk Woman. She later divorcee. What an amazing classic. At number 5, we're gonna go with the opening track of Sticky Fingers, a song that I have once called a miracle because it breaks my heart that the Stones don't play it anymore. Don't get me started. It's only one of the greatest songs of all time. Was a number 1 hit and tells the story of what used to be. But no, you can't talk about that stuff anymore. Let's get past that. Brown Sugar is at number 5. It's a miracle because it's got not one, not two, but three great riffs. And of course, the story is that Mick Jagger actually wrote the opening guitar riff, but you know, it's perfect. It's a perfect rock and roll song, and maybe one day when the world can acknowledge history without trying to change the story of history, the Stones will be able to play Brown Sugar again. Speaking of Sticky Fingers, at number 4, one of the most dynamic opening riffs of all time. It comes after Wild Horses. You got satin shoes? We're talking Can't You Hear Me Knocking, number 4 greatest Rolling Stones riffs of all time. A blistering track that the Stones finally started doing live. What was that, Licks Tour maybe? At number 3, well, it's a song that I never need to hear again. I was only 2 years old when it came out. Keith loves to tell the story about how he woke up and heard the song on his tape recorder in the hotel room. A little bit of an exaggeration, considering I'm sure Mick wrote all the lyrics and turned it into a song. But no denying that the guitar riff lick of Satisfaction, I mean, just see them in concert now. All they got to do is play that opening lick of Satisfaction. Everybody goes crazy. Interesting thing about Satisfaction, by the way, is that for a while they didn't play it live. I didn't miss it. You know, when I saw them in 75, they didn't play it live. I don't think they played it in 78 either. Even 72, I don't think they played it. I think they played it once in a while as an encore. So, but of course, it's the definitive Stones track, their first number 1, and no escaping that amazing riff. At number 2, well, doesn't get much better when it comes to riffs. The single from 1968, Jumpin' Jack Flash. I mean, it's the opening of Get Your Yayas Out. I mean, Jumpin' Jack Flash is, I think, one of the most perfect rock songs of all time. It's just a miraculous song, incredible riff, incredible song. Jumpin' Jack Flash at number 2. So what's number 1? Well, it's not my favorite Rolling Stones track, but there's no denying that when you see the band live and they hit the opening track of Start Me Up, I mean, my God, it still to this day sounds incredible. From Tattoo You, probably the most famous riff at this point, maybe Satisfaction, which is number 3 on my choice. But Start Me Up, I'll never stop. I mean, it's just a perfect track. What a guitar riff. So there you have it, Bruce, and my people who watch my channel. I hope you enjoyed this. So what was my choices? Number 1, Start Me Up. Number 2, Jumpin' Jack Flash. 3, Satisfaction. Number 4, Can't You Hear Me Knocking from Sticky Fingers. Number 5, Brown Sugar from Sticky Fingers. Number 6, Honky Tonk Women. Number 7, Tumbling Dice from Exile. Number 8, Gimme Shelter. Number 9, Midnight Rambler. Number 10, Rocks Off, opening track of Exile. Number 11, Happy from Exile. Number 12, Bitch. And number 13, Sway, both of those from Sticky Fingers. Number 14, you got to go with Monkey Man from Let It Bleed. Number 15, Painted Black, and 3 runners-up, Beast of Burden Shattered, Dancing with Mr. D. What do you guys think of my ranking? What do you think are the best Rolling Stones riffs, Keith Richards or otherwise? This was fun. Thank you, Bruce, for this great suggestion. And as I always say, if you have suggestions, send them my way. As you can, I literally did this video in minutes. I sat down a piece of paper, I had this list done in 3 or 4 minutes, without exaggeration. Grab the albums, bang, here's my video. Live, passionate, because I love this stuff, and I hope you love my channel. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great night. I'll see you next time on the Rosenberg Show. I'm going to be going to a concert Friday night. Who am I seeing? Martin Barr. Saturday night, I'm going to be seeing Al Stewart. Maybe I'll do a review like Monday, Tuesday. But you know how those shows work in small theaters. Thanks again, guys. See you next time.